Students, I hope that all of you are watching the videos and following the online classes regularly. So students, on this note, let's start our class today. So in our last classes, what we have done, we have started our exercise 7.1 and we have solved question number 1 to 4. Today we will be starting from question number 5. So you see, what is question number 5? Line L is the bisector of an angle A. See, this line L is bisecting angle A, right? Is bisecting angle A. Bisecting into two equal angles, right? Bisecting into, since it is a line and is a bisector, it will bisect into two equal parts. Then you see, and B is any point on L. So B is given any point on L, and from B, BP and BQ are drawn perpendiculars to the arms of angle A. These and these are the arms of angle A, right? These and these are the arms of angle A. So from B, BP and BQ are drawn perpendiculars. Okay. So we have to show what? We have to show that triangle APB congruent to triangle AQB and BP equal to BQ, or we can say B is equidistant from the arms of angle A. So let us take these two triangles, right? In triangle APB and triangle AQB, what are the things we will get? Angle APB equal to angle AQB, both are what? Both are 90 degree. Both are 90 degrees since BP and BQ are perpendiculars and Q is right and Q and P are the right angles. So angle APB equal to angle AQB, both 90 degree. Now you see, AB is common to both the triangles. AB is common to both the triangles. AB is a common side. So AB equal to AB common. Okay. Then we can say from another thing, what we can write? We know that this angle and this angle are equal since L is a bisector. L bisects angle A. So we can write angle BAQ equal to angle PAB. Right? This is what? Angle BAQ equal to angle, or you can write angle QAB. Right? Angle QAB equal to angle PAB. Okay. So this is what? Since we will write since L bisects angle A. Now we have got three things: triangle APB congruent, triangle AQB. By which rule? By ASA rule, right? Angle side, angle rule. So from here we can write BP equal to BQ. By simplicity, we know that if both the triangles are congruent, then we can say that their corresponding sides are equal, because corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Or we can say, or B is equidistant, or B is equidistant from the arms of A. B is equidistant. B is in equal length from the arms of angle A, right? B is equidistant from the arms of angle A. Questions. Now number 6. In the given figure, AC equal to AE. In this given figure, AC equal to AE is given to you, and AB equal to AD is given to you. Okay. And angle BAD, this angle is equal to angle EAC. This angle is given equal. You want to show that BC equal to D. This line is equal to this line. Okay, BC is equal to D. We have to show this. So to do this, first of all, what we will do? We will write this one. This angle is given equal to us. Angle BAD equal to angle EAC is given equal. So you see, to prove BC equal to D. To prove BC equal to D, we need these two triangles. Triangle ABC and triangle ADE. Right? Then only we can say, if we prove these two triangles are congruent, then we can say that BC will be equal to DE by simplicity. So we triangle ADE, here this part is also included. So you see students, you are given that angle BAD is equal to angle EAC. This angle is equal to this angle. So here if we include this angle also, and here this angle, then these two are also equal. So if we take the sums of these two, now this triangle and the sums of these two, then also these two triangles will be equal, right? This angle and this angle. So now we will take the sum of these two angles and the sum of these two angles equal. So you will write angle BAD plus angle ADAC equal to this side also angle EAC plus angle EAC plus angle DAC, right? So angle BAD plus angle DAC, what we can write? Angle BAD plus angle DAC, we can write angle BAC, right? Angle BAC, and EAC plus angle DAC, what we can write? EAC plus angle DAC, we can write what? EAD we can write, right? So now these two triangles are equal. Okay, now these two angles are equal. So give this as equation 1. Okay, now let's take these two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle ADE. Okay, so in triangle ABC and triangle ADE, what are the things we can write from these two triangles? We can write AB equal to AD. Okay, it is given AB from this triangle and AD from this triangle. So we will write AB equal to AD, and this is also given to us. Again, we can write what we got in equation number 1. We have given this in equation number 1. So we will write angle BAC equal to angle EAD, right? Angle BAC equal to angle EAD from 1. Okay, so we need another thing. So you see here, this one is also equal to this one is given. AC equal to AE is given equal. So you will write AC equal to AE. This is also given. So therefore we can say triangle ABC congruent triangle ADE, right? By SAS, right? SAS. So from here, if these two triangles are congruent, we can say that BC equal to DE. BC equal to DE by CPCT. So from here we can write BC equal to DE by CPCT, right? So BC of triangle ABC and DE from triangle ADE, these are the corresponding sides. So we can say that corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So therefore we can say BC equal to D. Now we see question number 7. AB is a line segment. AB is a line segment and P is the midpoint on AB, right? P is the midpoint on AB. D and E are the points on the same side of AB. So you see D and E are in the upside of B, right? Upside of the line segment AB, and D and E are the points on the same side. They are on the same side, such that angle BAD, see, angle BAD, this angle is equal to angle ABE, right? This angle is equal to this angle, and angle EPA, this one, angle EPA equal to angle DPB. This one is given, right? You have to show that triangle DAP congruent to triangle EBP, and after it is congruent, we have to show that AD equal to B. So let's start. What we will do, like question number 6 only. You will take this one, angle angle EPA equal to angle DPB. So you see this triangle is common to both the triangles, right? So what we can write? Angle EPA plus angle, what we can write? EPD, right? Angle EPA plus angle EPD, and this side also angle DPB plus angle EPD. So from here what we can get? Angle EPA plus angle EPD is what? Angle APD, right? Angle APD, and this side we will get angle BPE, right? Give this as equation 1. Give this as equation 1. Okay. We have given this one as equation 1. Now what we will take? Now in triangle DAP and triangle EBP, right? In triangle DAP and triangle EBP, what we can write from here? We can write angle DAP equal to angle EBP. Okay, it was given, so you will write here given. It was given na, angle BAD is equal to angle ABE, right? So from here we can write angle DAP equal to angle EBP. Okay, this is given. Now you see we can write AP equal to BP, AP equal to BP. Why? Since P is the midpoint of AB. Since P is the midpoint of AB. Right? If there is a midpoint, then it will divide the line segment into two equal parts. So AP equal to BP. Okay. Then another angle we have find out. So this one you will write equation 1. APD equal to angle BPE from 1. Okay, from 1. So therefore we can write triangle DAP congruent triangle EBP by ASA, right? ASA, angle side angle. So from here, after proving that these two triangles are congruent, we can say that AD equal to B. AD equal to B. This was our question number 2. To tell that AD will be equal to B. So we know that this will be equal by CPCT, right? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So AD and B are the corresponding sides of these two triangles, DAP and triangle EBP. So after proving that these two triangles are congruent by ASA, angle side angle, we can say that AD equal to B by CPCT. This is question number 8. In right triangle ABC, right angle at C. So in right triangle ABC, right angle at C, M is the midpoint of hypotenuse AB. AB is your hypotenuse and M is the midpoint of AB. So C is joined to M. Now you see C is joined to M. Okay, C is joined to M and produced to a point D. This CM is produced to a point D. Okay, is produced to a point D such that DM equal to CM. Produced to a point D such that DM will be equal to CM. Point D is joined to B. Now your point D is joined to B. Okay. Now point D is joined to B. So what you are to show? You want to show that triangle AMC. Triangle AMC. Triangle AMC will be congruent to triangle BMD. Okay. Then this is question number 1. Question number 2 is you want to say that angle DBC is a right angle. This angle is a right angle you have to show. Then you have to show triangle DBC congruent to triangle ACB. Triangle DBC congruent to triangle ACB. Then last one is question number 4 is CM equal to half of AB. So let us start. Whatever is given to us, you write first of all. Given M is the midpoint of AB. M is the midpoint of AB, and DM where DM equal to CM is given. Okay, DM equal to CM is given and angle C equal to 90 degree given. Let's start. First of all, question number 1. We are to show what? Triangle AMC congruent to triangle BMD. Triangle AMC congruent to triangle BMD. Right? So, from here, what can we write? We can write DM equal to CM. Let's write like this. In triangle AMC and triangle BMD, we can write DM equal to CM. It is given to us, right? It is given to us. Now you see, this angle and this angle is equal, right? Why? These two are particularly opposite angles. Since AB and CD are intersecting at the point M, so these two angles formed will be particularly opposite angles. We have studied this in chapter 6, remember? So we will write angle AMC congruent triangle angle AMC equal angle BMD, since it is a particularly opposite angles. Okay, so we need another thing. We have got two things. So another thing, what can we tell? AM equal to BM. We can tell AM equal to BM. Why? Since AM is a midpoint of AB, right? Since AM is a midpoint of AB, and since AM is a midpoint of AB, it will divide AB into two equal parts. That is AM equal to BM. We can write AM is a midpoint of AB. So we have got three things, and we have what criteria it will fulfill. Triangle AMC will be congruent to triangle BMD under SAS rule. So you will write therefore triangle AMC congruent triangle BMD SA by SAS. Okay. Number 2, and we have to show that triangle angle DBC is a right angle, right? So we have solved question number 1, that triangle AMC congruent triangle BMD, right? By SAS, we have solved it. So from here, we can write angle ACM equal to angle BDM, right? Angle ACM equal to angle BDM. By simplicity, we can say that these two angles are equal, right? Since triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Also we can say that this angle and this angle are alternate interior angles, right? This angle and this angle are alternate interior angles. We have studied in chapter 6. So what we will write? These are also alternate interior angles. So when will two angles be equal and also they are alternate interior angles? When they will be in parallel lines. So we can say that DB is parallel to AC, then only two alternate interior angles will be equal. Therefore DB parallel AC, right? DB parallel AC. So now what can we write? We can say that angle DBC plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because these two are co-interior angles. Since BD and AC are parallel, and we know that BC is a transversal. So we have studied in chapter 6 that these two are co-interior angles as this is on the same side of the transversal. So the sum of these two will be 180 degrees. So we can write angle DBC plus angle C equal to 180 degree, and the reason is co-interior angles. Okay, so angle DBC, so we know angle C is equal to how much? This was given as 90 degree, right? So 90 degree equal to 180 degree. So from here angle DBC equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree is 90 degree. So since the measure of angle DBC is 90 degree, so we can say that angle DBC is a, therefore angle DBC is a right angle. So number 3, we have to show that triangle DBC congruent triangle ACB. Triangle DBC congruent triangle ACB. So we will write in triangle DBC and triangle ACB. What we can write? We can write that is equal to AC. Since we have shown that DB and AC are parallel, so this will also be equal. DB will be equal to AC, right? So now next one we can say that angle DCB is equal to angle ABC, right? Angle DCB is equal to angle ABC. Both are 90 degree, right? Both are 90 degree. And we can say that BC equal to CB. Why? Because this is a common side. So BC equal to CB we can say, since it is common. Therefore we can say triangle DBC congruent triangle ACB by SAS. So let's do now CM equal to half of AB we have to show. So now only what we have solved? We have solved that triangle DBC congruent to triangle ACB. Okay. So from here we can write DC equal to AB by, this one we have proved by SAS. So this one we can say DC equal to AB by CPCT, right? So now you see DC. What can we write? DC we can write DM plus CM, or CM plus DM we can write, and AB, keep it like this. Since we have to prove CM equal to half of AB, so this side AB will let it remain same, and you see CM plus DM, what can we write? We have got before now, it was given that DM equal to CM, so we can write here DM, instead of DM we can write CM, and this side AB, so this will come what? 2CM equal to AB, so CM equal to half of AB. So it is proved. So students, today we have finished exercise 7.1. Next day we will be starting our next exercise. So that's all for today, and thank you and have a nice day.